Okay, hello YouTube. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Welcome to Road to 1 Million, Trade Journal episode 3. As you guys can recall, I had 4 QQQ calls, far out of the money, and I had 1 call credit spread. That wasn't too far out of the money, but all the plays hit today. As you can see, I'm up $662. 66 cents, which is 26.74% growth in my account, which is very nice. I did withdraw $50, and before this, I withdrew 100 maybe a few days ago as well. So if any of the numbers don't seem to be lining up, um, that's the reasoning to it. So let's go over and just take a look at the contracts over here. So I had 4 contracts with the striking price of $519.78 that I had bought for $591 worth of premium each. My play originally was to allow all the alerts to get hit and move my trades, but I did not expect price to move like this during pre-market. I was in bed last night watching reels, Instagram reels, until like 1 in the morning, cracking up, and I decided to just pull up the QQQ chart just to take a look and see, what's going on with the market. And I saw that price hike came up to this point right here. I actually opened the market exactly at the top, and I entered some fib levels. These fib levels that you see on the screen are not the ones that I put in yesterday. I put those fib levels in just for practice because it's not like I was going to use those levels to trade because it was pre-market 1 in the morning. But the market open came around. All of my alerts got hit, and I know I said I was going to use a 15% trailing stop loss, and if that last alert was to get hit, but I was up so much, and I got very little sleep, so I didn't think I was going to be mentally adept at being able to handle the trade going forward, so I decided just to sell all contracts. As you can see, I sold 2 contracts for $7.52 at 6:31 a.m. and then another 2 contracts for $7.47 at 6:33 a.m. 6:32 a.m. Sorry. So that's essentially the top. If we go ahead and zoom in to the 1-minute chart. So 6:31 and 6:32. So 6:31, 6:32. Worst case scenario, I sold my contracts at 495.36 when the high of the day was 496.49. That's okay. That's a massive amount of gains. Again, as you can see, we'll go back to the portfolio and see how much I profited. This is great. This is the most money I've made in a very long time. So with that, I could have also closed my credit spread that I opened for $17 credit, 100 collateral. I did not because I was up so much. I was able to psychologically just take on the risk that this was giving me, which was $100, right? Well, it worked in my favor. Price came down below the short side, and it stayed below the short side for the very long time. I believe the short side was a 494. That's right. So yeah, price came below 494 actually pretty early on in the morning, but it did not hold. Let's take a look. Yeah, it came down and it held below for a solid while, about 2 hours. Came up above it for a few minutes, bounced around, came back down, and then held below for the rest of the market session. So that was nice. Of course, I would have liked for this to expire all the way down to zero, but Robinhood um, does its best to close your contracts 30 minutes before market close. So those are the gains. That was a profit. Again, I was over leveraged. Um, if the market had gone down significantly, I would have lost much more than what I am comfortable risking. I got lucky. Again, luck is not something that we want to be relying on. I want to be disciplined, which is why I'm making these videos so that I can go back and um, recognize any patterns in my decision making. If any decisions I make are impulsive, I want to make sure that I am not repeating those patterns. So going into tomorrow, I decided that I'm going to stay cash. So today's Thursday, 10/17/2024. Tomorrow would be Friday, October 18, 2024. This is a great week for me. I'm up 36%, almost 37% in total, a little more than $800. It's actually a really good month for me as well. Um, if we go to the 3-month chart, I've almost recovered what I've lost 3 months ago. Year to date, I'm almost recovered again from what I lost year to date. Um, Statistically speaking, this is my best year so far. And then if we go to exactly 1 year from today, I'm only down, oh, not even $90, $89.31. So this is really good for me considering my all-time chart looks like this. Um, on average, I was losing about $3,000 a year. Now this year was $89, so this is good as long as we keep on track, continuing to work on um, trading based off the levels and staying disciplined, managing risk. The account should continue to grow. Now I'm staying cash because I don't want to give back to the market on my gains, and I don't see any great entry levels. Um, I could have bought near the 23.6% retracement level off this Fibonacci drawing with a very low risk, but I did not have confidence, so I didn't. But these levels will stay here. If I happen to see that price begins to move up tomorrow, I will enter a trade, a call, perhaps just a single call on QQQ with about a 2-month expiration. I always try to go 2 months out or more, maybe a little less, just because I don't want theta decay to work against me. If theta decay really starts to ramp up around a month, some people say 45 days, that's when it begins to ramp, begins the acceleration phase, but it doesn't really look exponential. It looks more linear. Where versus 30 days, the theta decay looks much more exponential. So that's my analysis on QQQ. Um, I also took a look at Amazon. So on Amazon here, I did draw some levels because I did notice that on the daily chart, price was holding above 186.65. It's actually 186.63 because on this candle here, market opened at 186.63, but I'm keeping the level at 186.65. I take that back. I'm just gonna go ahead and fix that as 2 cents. Okay, so yeah, for 6 days, you can see price has either closed or opened at or higher than that level. And on the past 3 days, you can see very clearly there are buyers below that level. The 10 period SMA on this daily chart is pointing up, and a price is holding. So I also drew a triangle here. It's not completed. Let's go ahead and complete that now. So I went ahead and I drew this candle here because it's possible that price, that's my Discord by the way, because it's possible that price can continue to consolidate within this range and then break out. And I'm thinking due to this daily chart that it may break out going upwards. But as of right now, uh, Thursday, it's still forming, so I'm not entering in just yet. But I am going to set some alerts above and below these levels just so that I can take a look at it and not miss an opportunity. I was also looking at Tesla. So if we go here on the daily chart, I can remove these alerts. These alerts were a past trade I was in. So there is a gap to fill all the way up to 236.20 or 238.77. But I have yet to believe that price is going to go up. If I take a closer look here, see what drawing we notice. Nothing seems to be standing out at the moment, so I'm not going to force any drawings. But you can see there's a lot of indecision, a lot of buyers um, near, or a lot of sellers near 222, and a lot of actually not too many buyers. I mean, there were a lot of buyers around 218, but as of right now, this is not showing me any pattern that's standing out right now. So just gonna keep it on my watch list. As QQQ is also gonna be on my watch list. SPY is always good to take a look. As you can see, I always have trend lines, not trend lines, support and resistance levels. Go ahead and clean this up right now. So I like to grab market open, high of day, low of day, market close, pre-market high, pre-market low. Shout out Bueller Trading. Nice TA routine. With price, if the open of if the open and the high of the day are really tight together, you can always just draw one line, but I think it's a good idea to do two so that you get a range. I believe Bueller does that as well. Now low of day. Low of day and close. That's nice. Gives us a nice little range. And then we're gonna do some emerging candles as well, as he likes to call them. that's it. We're set for Friday. So just again recap. Sitting cash. I don't see any trades jumping out at me. I'm up a good amount of money. I pulled around $150 within the past week, and yeah. So to keep myself from rambling on, I'm just gonna go ahead and say thanks for watching the video, and let's continue this road to 1 million. Thank you. Bye.